Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, and we are in a consolidation pattern. We've got a bigger triangle and then a smaller triangle inside the bigger triangle. So just get it roughly for you so you can see there's the triangle, and you can basically see there's a little triangle within the bigger triangle as well. Anyway, that's consolidation to be expected. We've got the Feds coming out, and that should be tomorrow, so you probably expect a little bit more of this sideways motion. Now this level here, we've got two levels on the hour. This is the first one. You can let's just put that exactly on where we need it there. So there was the previous swing high, we broke through it. We have had some support there, we tried a support there, we tried there, and then here we're just all over the place. So those are the two levels at the moment we obviously need to get through. If you get through to the downside, then you're looking to come and test the downside trend line here around 192246. But by the looks of the things on the hour, you can see the oscillator crossing over at the moment. It does look like a bit of a cup and handle forming. So you want to see if you can get some support here at 109761, and then you're looking for this trend line to the upside, more than likely lining up with this level here, which is the swing low. So somewhere in the region of 110.267. Watch out for 110, because you probably find you'll get some sellers at 110 as well. So this is a sit on hand scenario. Pointless trying to chase this at the moment until we get the Feds out the way. US dollar, Japanese yen, still one-way traffic to the upside. Oscillators are indicating that we are coming up to an area that we need to be careful, so they're grouping to the upside, and we still do have this measured move up here at 118.927, but I have a sneaky suspicion you're probably going to find some kind of a pullback, and I just want to look to the left on the time frame if we can get anything. It doesn't look like we have anything. There's just a previous high there. Let's just have a look on the weekly. You can see previous high, and also you can see there's quite a few tails here as well, just below that measured move. So the measured move is 118.927, but look at all these tails where price is at the moment here on the weekly. So I drill down to the hour. I would be a little bit skeptical of it actually reaching that measured move right now. I think what's happening here is you're forming a wedge. So the most logical thing to do would be to wait for some kind of a pullback onto some form of structure. Nice juicy gap below. That's a weekly gap. This is Monday's price action here. So a move down to there later in the week, or even further down into 116.350 would offer some opportunities to buy. So at the moment this is a no-go for me. Lastly on this pair is if you are still holding long, just trail your stop below this trend line, because if it breaks below that, that's going to be some form of a wedge break, and you should target this gap, to be honest. So yeah, that's a sit on hand scenario. Moving on to pound, and that's British pound, Japanese yen. So pretty much nothing really happened yesterday. Well, we did get a nice strong move up, but there wasn't much in the sense of a pullback that you could actually look for. Now look at the oscillators starting to get to an area which is warning you that is this level, and that basically is 154.255. So I would expect probably some kind of a sell-off happening somewhere in this zone. Is quite a nice juicy flag forming as well, so you'd want move down, flag, second move down. So that's kind of the scenario on the bigger time frames. If you look at the 1 hour, you can see we had the trend line break yesterday, which we highlighted yesterday. Didn't really come back and test it. So again, there is a level here at 153.420, and then obviously you have the weekly gap as well. And these weekly gaps get tested more often than not. In actual fact, it's just up there. And you can see quite a bit of structure here. So scenario is still the same for me. I'm looking for pullback onto 153.420 and also 152.950. If we do break let me just use this level here. If we do break above the high of yesterday, I'd want to see some form of support at this level, and then you're probably going to get a bit of a consolidation break to the upside, which will give you an upside target of something in that line there. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. The 1 hour is lining up for that as well. London breakout yesterday on this pair would have worked fantastically. So first 7 bars was your range, break to the upside, and you can see it pretty much would have hit the targets, pull back to test the range break, and then second move up. So textbook stuff there. And I suspect more of the same today. You can see this level that we're hitting here is probably going to offer some resistance. That's 154, 186. But if we do get through it, then you're looking for 154, 723. So probably worthwhile drilling down to the 15 minute on this pair. And you can see, well, there wasn't much structure here on the 15 minute, but from a London breakout strategy, it definitely would have been. And if I just do this, so we go, that's the high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there it is there, seen it? So that's the range, top of the range, bottom of the range, and then you can see the downside move would have been to gap close, but the upside move, there's my range there, we broke through it, we went to the second extension, we actually made the fourth extension on the London breakout strategy. So fairly decent move that. Lastly, Euro British Pound, and pretty much a similar scenario here. We had, remember now we've got some big weekly levels here, so let's just first start with that narrative. There's a big weekly area here at 0.83043, and that goes back many years. So it's a massive area of support. We did break through it, we didn't reject it, we broke back up, and the buyers continued to the upside. As far as I'm concerned, it's the same setup that's happening. We do have a nice juicy inverse head and shoulders here, but every time we get above the 155 EMA, you can see we get above it and then we stall, and then we plummet back down again. So I'm suspecting we're going to get the same, and we do have diversions, a little bit of diversions here. You can see it's between these two highs here, but generally speaking, I'm a little bit cautious of jumping in long at this level. If we move down to the hour, you can see there was our support. So as we spoke about yesterday, if we can hold this as support, then we're looking for a move up. We moved up, we came back, we tested it, got a bit of a range bar here in the middle of the day, another opportunity to get long, and that's exactly what happened. So at the moment, short-term trend is up, so you should be looking to buy. I'd want to see a pullback back onto 0.84054 at the moment. Remember, you've got this big juicy weekly gap beyond. Pretty much on all 4 pairs I watch, there are gaps. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for a pullback onto 0.84054 and then a continuation to the upside. We start getting back below 0.8310, then you're looking for a move back down. More than likely a bigger reversal back down to the bottom and test that weekly support again. So anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. It does look like a bit of inverse head and shoulders here over the last couple of days on the hour, but again, if you look at the 15 minute, you more than likely would have seen some opportunities. There was your first opportunity. There you can see how we're tracking the moving averages. Break above there was your opportunity. Pullback was violent, but you can see there's a triangle, and back onto that support. Another couple of tails here, another opportunity to buy into it. Anyway, so this is extremely volatile stuff, so the narrative still stays the same, guys. Keep your stops tight and only buy or sell off levels. Make sure that you've got a really tight stop loss and take your profit often. And lastly, keep that position size small and manageable. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.